How can you successfully onboard your new employees? Well, this video is going to talk about that and so much more. You'll learn how to successfully onboard new employees and why that is so critical for your organization's success. And specifically, we're going to go into the 4 C's of onboarding an employee so that you can make sure that it is a comprehensive and successful experience. A poor onboarding experience is what leads 28% of employees to leave within their first 90 days of a new job. The expense associated with that quick turnover can be immense. Companies spend time attracting candidates, interviewing those candidates, hiring those candidates, and onboarding those candidates just to see them leave and have to start the whole process over again. So an effective onboarding process is key to make sure that your employees stay with the organization for the long haul. And if you're not having turnover issues, then an effective onboarding process will help you get your employees more effective sooner so that you can be operating at your highest capacity and they can be more fulfilled in the work that they're doing even sooner. This video is going to share all of the steps in effectively onboarding your employees to make sure that they have the best employee experience possible. Because remember, culture is the experiences that we have which shape our beliefs. Those determine the actions we take, and that's what gets us results. Those experiences begin on day 1, even before day 1 when we're being interviewed. And each employee is forming beliefs about the company that they are working for right at the beginning. Those beliefs are either going to motivate them to take action and embrace their work, or it's going to motivate them to leave. And that will get you the result that you don't want. So why is onboarding so important? Well, first of all, it will reduce your turnover. But secondly, it increases your employee engagement. They will feel more empowered and more excited and motivated to do their work if they feel like they have gotten the tools and resources necessary to fully assimilate into the organization's culture effectively. Effective onboarding can also help identify skill gaps sooner so that you can help learning and development plans that will enable your employees to grow into the roles with the skills that they need. And onboarding affects customer satisfaction. If employees are fully enabled with the tools that they need, they can service your clients even better, and that will improve your customer satisfaction and retention scores as well. So onboarding touches all aspects of an organization's culture and results. If you're passionate about leveraging culture to get results like we are, then like this video and subscribe to the channel below so that you can see our other videos around employee experiences, workplace culture, and strategy. In order to successfully onboard your new employees, you must follow the 5 C's, and those are compliance, clarification, culture, connection, and check back. The first is compliance. Compliance is all about making sure that you have the policies in place to be following state and federal law guidelines so that your employees and your organization are following all the rules that need to be followed. That also means compliance with your organization's processes. You have certain workflows, certain processes or systems, certain approval matrices, for example. Every employee needs to be exposed to what those are and trained on them so that they can follow the processes that you would like them to follow. It allows both the organization and the employee to know that everything is being done according to the plan. And as those plans change, the onboarding training needs to be changed as well. The second of the 5 C's is clarification, and that has to do with clarification of the expectations and goals that not only the organization is trying to achieve, but that the employee should be focused on. That means coming up with measurable, memorable, and meaningful metrics that belong to the employee so that they can know what they're trying to achieve, and also to let them know about what the organization's overall goals are. If employees know what the organization's goals are, they see how they are a part of something bigger. And if they know what their own goals are, they know whether or not they're doing well. You never want an employee to be surprised when it comes to performance evaluation time because they know whether or not they've been achieving the desired results. And hopefully you've been giving them frequent feedback experiences in between their onboarding and their first review. The third C is culture. And culture is driven by our organization's purpose. It's the why of an organization. Your purpose purpose is your why, your strategy is your how, and culture is the way you get results on your purpose and your strategy. So making sure that the employee is familiar with the purpose, is familiar with the strategic plan and goals, and also sees how they are connected to it is critical. Part of culture is also understanding what the cultural beliefs are that the organization is trying to nurture in order to drive results. Being clear about those cultural beliefs and what it looks like to exhibit those cultural beliefs is the key to becoming a part of the organization's shared culture. You can ensure that this is happening by giving frequent feedback experiences through storytelling and also by giving recognition when employees are exhibiting the cultural beliefs you'd like to see. The fourth C is connection, and connection is all about making sure that they feel connected to their peers. It's important that they get to meet their manager, but it's also important that they have someone like a mentor that they can reach out to when their manager isn't available, someone that they can ask questions of. You want them also to feel connected with their team, and even beyond their team, you want them to feel connected to the other departments outside of their team so that they know who to reach out to when they have a question outside of the scope of their role. And finally, the fifth C in an effective onboarding process is to check back. Having 30, 60, 90, or 120-day checkbacks are a great way to make sure that employees have what they need, are enabled with the resources and tools and information that they require to be effective and fulfilled in their role. When they have what they need, they are more able to feel fulfilled in their role and to fulfill the organization's goals. So frequent checkbacks to make sure they have what they need will also allow you to make sure that nothing fell through the gaps. Here's one example of how an organization took the 5 C's to heart to create the best onboarding experience that they could for their employees. This company is called Buffer. It's a technology company that operates mostly in a remote environment. Now, when Buffer redid their onboarding process, they decided that every new employee would get a manager and 2 buddies. One of those buddies was a role buddy, and one of those buddies was a culture buddy. The role buddy's goal was to help with the first 2 C's, compliance and clarification, making sure that they understand what their role was and how they can be compliant with workplace processes and thrive in the tasks that they were doing every day. The culture buddy was there for the next 2 C's. That was culture and connection. They were there to talk about workplace culture, connect them with other peers in the organization, and help answer questions about the do's and don'ts of Buffer's workplace culture. They also had checkbacks that were conducted by HR. So by having this simple 2 buddy system and the checkbacks, they were able to hit all 5 C's in their onboarding process. For more tools on how you can create the best workplace culture, then go to gift.culture.io to download our free resources, or you can click on the link below in the description.